Hey there, folks. I'm back again, but I am not ready to release any kind of news topic, so on. After my aunt from Stockholm were deported from Sweden, it haven't been so goddamn easy to even think or focus. I have a lot of things to go from taking issue of matters, move out from my family's house, especially for my mother, and my mother's chaotic mindset and all of this ruling and so on, deal with her narcissism and anything else, then have rest of the things in my life as I actually have occupied. I mean, I'm so busy with everything today that I don't have any time yet until I have done anything now. Now, about my aunt. She was actually deported from Sweden since the 6th, June the 6th, 2023. And none of us were prepared of that. Only there was just a warning that she will be sooner deported. However, my other aunt from Gavle, on other hands, was actually afraid that it might be that she will be deported no matter what. And I couldn't know exactly what I could do since I was too afraid that there was nothing we could do. When she was first taken by the border, who actually took her to the custody of migration agency in Sweden, we contacted her immediately. She had no access to iPhone or something like that. Instead, she had a regular phone, or what we would call burner phone, since there's a rule that you don't filming inside what's happening no matter what. The saying goes from record somebody or whatsoever. So that's a rule. We don't know exactly what's happening inside that, except that she can tell me everything no matter what. Okay, sure, the staffer have been maybe humbled, some of them have been really, really pissed off. And as I know exactly that, sometimes that depends which staffer you have with to do. Not every staffer is so polite. But those who were polite, you should actually honor them for taking care of those who are in the custody. But the time I remember, she was supposed to have a lawyer. So they wanted to hire a lawyer. But we didn't trust the lawyer at all. Not that lawyer, even if he was free. We're still thinking that the border will actually hire the lawyer to stand for my aunt's right. But only that we didn't trust the border, because no matter what, they will still favor the border. So me and my aunt were talking and was thinking maybe we can hire a lawyer for ourselves. Well, we did. And those lawyers used to help women, of course, in danger no matter what. No matter if you are Swedish or immigrant whatsoever. But that depends which story you have in the line and so on. But the biggest problem with lawyers, on the other hand, is that they always need payments to continue work with the person they try to help and defend. So she will have the possibility to be here in the country. I, on the other hand, didn't succeed. I was too sad. When I heard later, at least when she was actually deported. And it was in the advent of Swedish national celebration. I don't remember how many years Sweden have been existed, maybe over 500 years perhaps. Yes, it was that time the nation were born. So yeah, over 500 years. Yet I'm still pissed over whatever this liberation have to offer, especially when it comes to women who are actually fighting for their freedom and still got deported. I mean, sure, I have this dumbass to Stutzman, I don't know what to call him anymore. The Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson. When he started to talk about refresh the mind of how we live and so on. He going on about the crisis in Sweden because of all this crime and so on. Fine, I can get it. But it's something he never think of is how many people have been deported have always been those who have never caused any harms of this nation. They are the one who actually getting sentenced, while those criminals are the one who are actually staying here in Sweden. That's the biggest problem. I was only thinking that, okay, maybe I should be minded. But I didn't. I saw everything good with Sweden, no matter how shallow people could be, depending which area each and every one come from. And if you are in the big city, of course there's shallow people who actually show their true color and anything else. But in smaller towns they are more humbled. And that's the thing with me. You're actually living as, how should I say, not a farmer, but I'm living in a small town that I actually come from. I won't say exactly which country I come from for you who maybe haven't heard where I am from. And for you who does it, fine. You're the only one who know exactly. I ain't going to tell where I am from. But I can say this. Whenever I was there, it have always been wonderful. Always. But never more. Everything I stood for was actually just broken. There was nothing I could do. Just sit down in my mind over thinking what the hell in this process I have going through. I mean, as a young person, I couldn't count as one of the country, because even if I was born in that country, it took 4 years for me to even be a part of it. But later I didn't mind it. I just accepted the law. That's the thing. And I still love it. And all I can say is, even if I have been everywhere, and I, as always, I love Sweden as much I love Canada, as much I love USA. Although there have been problems in USA, of course. I won't say why. Anyway, the only thing I know exactly is that I didn't have any easy time as a young kid. It was always taking care of my school, facing the teacher I didn't have great contact with. From beginning she was humble, of course, no problem, of course. But then anything started to change in my second grade. Then anything started to be just bullshit. The teacher became annoyed for every single thing I did. Then she started to calling me in, report me, yell at me, and all of this thing. Yes, it had been hard, but there's nothing I could do, of course. Only accept that. But I ain't going to talk about that detail. My detail about now is about my aunt, who actually had been sent. I talked with her boyfriend, who actually told me about the idea, only that he was late when he started to, well, he didn't know exactly where he was supposed to be sending her immediately. Now she's in the home country. From beginning we didn't know where. Now she's, how should I say, not an outsider, but you can imagine how it is when you actually are poor, have no roof over the head, and so on. So she is an outsider now. She have no home. And that's the thing. Now we have to support her so to make sure that she could have the possibility to do something instead for just sitting and do nothing at all. And I'm facing with two different mindsets. Either I have to help my aunt immediately and make sure that she could actually survive, which I am going to do, but I have to find my second job in order to help her, of course. And of course, move out for my own mother so I could work more and concentrate about my problem without her in front of me yelling. I won't be able to focus when I am around my mother or when my mother is around me. That's the worst thing I know. I have dealt with her for many years, and of course I know how my mother works. But that's all I can say. I will give you more news if I know exactly about my aunt. And perhaps I will have more news about whatever happening. For now I don't have it, but I wish I had evidence about how they treated my aunt. My aunt told the details, but I will say it in another video. Then maybe I will come back. Anyway, I will thank you all for taking your time, and I'm sorry if I haven't been uploading new videos on my reaction and so on, but I will thank you so much and have a nice day. Bye.